Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Truu Top 10.
In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 pickup trucks. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for the future updates. A few years ago, it looked like pickup trucks might explode in popularity and turn into a real SUV alternative. Far from being the utilitarian workhorses of old, modern pickup trucks can be spec'd extremely luxuriously, and the driving experience gets closer to that of a regular SUV than ever. What's more, when they are registered to a company, but also used privately by an employee, pickup trucks fall under the benefit-in-kind rules for vans rather than cars, which means a flat rate of £720 per year for 20% taxpayers, cheaper than most cars. Here's a list of top 10 pickup trucks. Let's start. Number 10. Toyota Hilux. The Hilux has been part of Toyota's commercial vehicle range since the late 1960s. The Hilux is comfortable and decently finished inside, and also more refined and more pleasant to use than some of its rivals. Creditable ride and handling sophistication distinguish it also, as do dimensions that allow it to narrowly escape feeling elephantine on tighter roads. As part of a midlife update in 2019, the car got new bumpers and some cabin and equipment revisions, one of which made for better provision of active safety systems. A year later, Toyota refined the car's chassis, styling and interior again, improving ride and handling by another step and adding equipment and visual appeal for range-topping Invincible X versions. The Toyota now comes with a choice of 148 brake horsepower 2.4-liter and 201 brake horsepower 2.8-liter four-cylinder diesel engines, which don't make it sound exciting next to some multi-cylinder options, even if the 2.8 has plenty of real-world performance and decent refinement. Number 9. Ford Ranger. It's due to be replaced in the coming months, but the Ranger remains the UK's best-selling pickup truck, and for good reason. It has a wide selection of strong engines, the most car-like handling in the class, and it's good value. Engines are now all four-cylinder, 2.0-liter turbo diesels of up to 210 brake horsepower, with a choice of manual or automatic gearboxes. With the new version, a V6 petrol will be offered too. The Ranger doesn't offer the material cabin appeal of some alternatives, but it has a comfortable driving position, decent mechanical refinement, and a relatively settled and compliant on-road ride, with harmoniously weighted and well-tuned controls that make for impressively intuitive drivability. The Ford Ranger is such a benchmark in the pickup truck segment that under Volkswagen and Ford's deal to share platforms and technology, the next generation of Volkswagen Amarok will be also based on the Ranger. Number 8. Isuzu D-Max. You would imagine Isuzu to be quite good at building pick-up trucks, since that is all it sells in the UK. The Isuzu D-Max has been a quiet mainstay of the pickup truck market for years and has just been given a thorough refresh. With competitors like the X-Class and Amarok now off sale, Isuzu is hoping to recapture some of their market share. To do that, it continues to offer the D-Max in bare-bones workhorse spec, as well as more lifestyle-oriented versions with an up-to-date infotainment system, digital gauges, and a nicer interior. It's available as a single or double cab. There's no extended cab version of the Isuzu, but then that's a more niche choice anyway. It's now quieter, but performance from the 162 brake horsepower unit is still lethargic. The 0 to 62 miles per hour sprint takes close to 13 seconds whether you have the 6-speed automatic gearbox or the 6-speed manual. Buyers might well forgive it for that, since all variants undercut their Hilux equivalents on price. Number 7. Ssangyong Musso. If you are after an even more left-field option than the Isuzu, there is always Ssangyong, which offers the Musso. This means rhinoceros in South Korea, where this vehicle is produced. It's a far cry from the vaguely sporty, Ken Greenlee designed SUV of the same name that came to the UK in the mid-1990s, but it delivers respectable performance and handling, as well as strong towing capacity and utility for value-savvy buyers. The Musso's 179 brake horsepower, 2.2-liter diesel engine offers more grunt than some in the class, and its rating to tow 3.5 tons on a brake trailer also trumps certain rivals. The Musso corners with very decent grip and roll control, and the fairly light steering and helpfully small diameter steering wheel has better center feel than many. The same goes for the low road and wind noise. Ride comfort only just clears the threshold of acceptability, but the engine is positively zesty low down and impressively quiet when you're cruising, the 6-gear spread giving it very long legs. Number 6. Ineos Grenadier. Given how much the European pickup truck market has thinned out in recent years, if you want something else, you will have to be patient or get creative and import something. If you've got time to wait and are after something that fills the Land Rover Defender pickup-sized hole in your life, you might be interested in the pickup version of the upcoming Ineos Grenadier. The Grenadier is supposed to be a tough, no-nonsense off-roader in the vein of the original Defender, with a ladder chassis, live axles, and a hose-out interior. It will offer a payload of up to 1,000 kilograms, a brake trailer towing capacity of 3,500 kilograms, and a 150 kilograms roof load rating. Number 5. Volkswagen Amarok. VW's Ranger-based Amarok is expected in UK showrooms by the end of 2022, after a show debut sometime earlier in the year. So far, we've only seen designer sketches and disguised pictures of the vehicle, but they do make it look more rugged and less office car park smart than its predecessor. Under the skin, it's more Ford than VW, featuring an evolution of the Blue Oval's T6 ladder frame chassis, but the German firm insists it's had a hand in developing the architecture for greater refinement and composure on road. And while the Amarok also shares its interior architecture with the Ranger, VW adds its own materials. Steering wheel. Number 4. Ford Ranger. Closely related to the new VW Amarok is the latest Ford Ranger, which you can order now for delivery later in the year. Based on an updated version of the old car's platform and with development assistance from VW, the newcomer should be sharper and more grown up to drive. There's also the option of a plug-in hybrid for the first time, while the high-performance Raptor model returns, this time with the option of a 284 brake horsepower twin-turbo V6 petrol. As before, there will single and double cab variants, while the interior is far more upmarket, helped in part by the addition of Ford's Slick Sync 4 infotainment system. Number 3. Jeep Gladiator. If none of the options available in the UK take your fancy, but you want an interesting pickup truck right away, you will have to turn to a gray market import. Possibly the most painless option would be a Jeep Gladiator, which is essentially a pick-up truck version of the Jeep Wrangler sold over here. The Gladiator is about the same size as a Ford Ranger, but should be seen more as a competitor for the Raptor than any of the work-spec Rangers or Toyota Hiluxes. It's primarily a fun adventure vehicle to take a jet ski to a mountaintop or a quad bike to a beach. Its payload is 620 kilograms rather than 1,000 kilograms plus. Despite having a rear axle from a Dodge Ram, and its towing weight is 2,721. Number 2. Rivian R1T. The Rivian R1T is what you end up with if you set up a brand new car business with a small band of talented engineers and an ex-Jeep designer, and you design your own electric car platform from scratch in a bid to give the world its first adventure EV. Rivians will, according to company boss RJ Scaringe, split the difference between a modern Land Rover and a Tesla. It's available to order in the US, and Rivian reckons first deliveries will take place by November, although the date has already been pushed back a few times. An R1S SUV will follow. Whether the Rivian R1T will come to Europe is unclear. Rivian has been rumored to be scouting a European production location, but that will be primarily for vans. Number 1. Tesla Cybertruck. A year after the Rivian R1T arrives, it'll be followed by an unusual-looking but inevitable reply from EV pioneer Tesla. The angular, and allegedly bulletproof, Cybertruck will have up to 3 electric motors and more than 500 miles of range in its top-level trim, with a claimed towing capacity of more than 6 tons and a loading bay the same size as that of a Ford F-150. Like Tesla's other bigger models, the Cybertruck will run on height-adjustable air suspension. Tesla boss Elon Musk claimed that some 200,000 customers placed cash deposits for the Cybertruck within a week of the vehicle's unveiling. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.